Welcome to FoundHER Voice Podcast, the space for bold, empowering, raw, and unfiltered conversations about business, relationships, and everything that makes us fierce. No filters, no fluff, just real talk. Season 2 is here and we're going even deeper. Get ready to own your voice, break barriers, and step into your power unapologetically. Let's get into it.
Hey, welcome back to Season 3 of FoundHER Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Vallerie. If you are new here, welcome. I am a business strategist, content creator. I love deep diving into women's businesses and showing them the pathway to scale and thrive and shine in their business. And let's not leave out that I do custom apparel printing. So, of course, I had to come out with a whole line of empowering shirts for this season. And you will notice that I will be wearing one every episode because I have to, show these girls that, hey, wear this so it can make you feel empowering or unstoppable or, just show it off, right? So, of course, this one, it says unbreakable, unstoppable, unapologetic, and unforgettable. So, these shirts will be up on the website soon. And then you will notice that there will be, of course, FoundHER Circle stuff on the website because that's what everything is under FoundHER Circle. And I'm designing cups, mugs, tumblers, and I just created myself this new coffee cup because I was like, oh, I need a coffee cup. And I love, red. Everybody loves red, right? Well, at least I do. And I'm showing these girls that they have to love the red lipstick. Like, it's empowering. When you walk into a room and you got that red lipstick on, it's just like, boom, who is that, right? Because it just pops. So, red lipstick and heels, girls. Wear it. And I created this coffee cup for me because it has all the empowering words. So, this right here, in red, she is a testament to excellence. Okay, so if you can see that, I can't get it, but anyway, so I don't know if I'll put this on there, but it will definitely be on a tumbler. Okay, and of course, I had to do blonde because I'm blonde, right? But there will be different girls, of course, and different color hair and all this stuff. So I want to make sure that if you girls need this image on a tumbler or a cup or something, contact me because I am all about empowering you girls. That's what it's all about. And plus, let's not forget that, I lead this amazing community of women entrepreneurs on all the socials, FoundHER Circle. So it's all about women entrepreneurs coming together, connecting, and, thriving together. And I created this group because so many of us women walk into a room and we're hit with that imposter syndrome. Or we walk in there and everybody's in their little groups and you're like, what the hell? Or, you start to walk up to a group of women or something and they're all like, pss, 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 and as soon as you walk up, they're all quiet. Like, what the hell, right? So that's like just a bunch of cattiness. So I was like, no, that's not what we're doing over here. Like, you can throw that out the window now, right? So, we're just coming together and showing women, like, if you have felt like you sat at a table where you did not belong, this is your circle. This is your table. And we are building it longer and longer every day. We're adding new seats by the week, right? Because women are tired of that. We're getting too old for this stuff. Okay, so if you're still out here just all about yourself, bye, Felicia. Go do you, boo, right? So this season, it's always we're talking about relationships, business, motherhood, all the things because us women, we're just all going through it, right? So there's going to be a different topic. There's going to be a different guest. And I have decided that season 3 is going to be virtual because it's just easier on me. Because, of course, this is 2025 and little Sawyer turned 5, back in January. So he was going to start kindergarten this year, and I decided that I was going to homeschool. So this is the first week, y'all, and I'm over here like, oh my God, like I have to plan out all this stuff every day, right? But he's just in kindergarten, so it's not that bad. And then, he does some worksheets, he does some stuff on the computer. It's going to be okay. I know it is. But right now, everything is just a little hectic, right? I don't know if I'm coming or going at this point, but I'll figure it out, okay? Because I always do, right? We always figure everything out. We always go into this like, we don't know what we're doing, but we're going to figure it out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just over here figuring it out day by day. And I got into this group to connect with more women around the world this week. And, I just shared like a little piece of my story on there. And I told them, I was like, pretty much, I'm all about empowering women. I'd love to connect with women. I want you all to know that you all have a voice. And if you have been silenced, it is time that you use your voice, because we all have a story, and your story is going to help another woman, right? Because, of course, I want everybody to listen to the podcast, but, some women have really, I don't know what I want to say, really, really like touching stories, okay? And I'm not saying one woman's story is better than another's, but I mean, these women, since I'm doing this virtually, I can meet up with any woman around the world, and she can now share her story on this podcast. And I think I'm going to love that even more because, last season I was just all about women entrepreneurs from Kentucky. But now I have just like opened the gate, right? So you're like, okay, the gate's open. Like anybody can come in here and share their story. Because the more stories that are shared, the more people that it's going to help. And that's what I'm all about. It's just helping the next woman, right? So my post got like, I don't know, a bunch of comments of these women. And, one comment just really stood out to me. And it was like, do you ever have time to breathe? And I was like, yeah, of course I do. I breathe when I sleep, right? Those little 4 to 5 hours that I get a day. But it was just funny because, these women are just so sweet, and I love it because it's like a totally different environment. Like they're here to support you and, offer guidance or help wherever you may need it. So I want you women to know that this is all going to come out on this podcast. You're going to meet women that are here that want to support you if you need supported. Some people are just all about, I don't need any help. I don't need your support. I don't want to be a burden. And I get it. I mean, we all do. But, sometimes it's good just to have someone to talk to, right? Because not everyone gets the entrepreneurship path. Not everyone gets the mother path because, not every woman is a mother. And then, you throw in relationships, and God knows what these men are doing out here. Whoa, that's another story for another day, honey. But I just want you guys to know that women are rising in 2025. They're stepping up. They're stepping their game up in business. They're stepping their game up in relationships. And I love that. I love that for them, right? Because let's just face it. Women are rising and their voices are getting louder. And I love it that more women are saying that they're showing up unapologetic, because that means that they have finally decided that they're going to set those boundaries. They're not asking for permission anymore, and they are just going for whatever they want. And that's how it should be, right? And I mean, so many times I see these women that come to me or they message me and they're just like, Vallerie, I'm so tired. I've been doing this and this and this. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing all of that stuff? They don't have any help, right? Or people's coming to them that wants them to do A, B, and C. And I'm like, okay, first of all, like, I'm just a different breed. I know I am. And I know there's women out there that are totally like me. Like, I can work all day. I can do something all day. And then I can jump in here and I can record the podcast. I can create the content. I can do whatever at all hours of the night and early morning. Send out messages, emails, whatever. That's just me. That's just who I am. Because, when you love what you do, it's not really work, right? And that's why I love empowering women. That's why I love having these conversations. I love learning more about women and what they're going through and, all the things. So when I'm sitting up at midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, like, this isn't work to me. I love it. So I just keep doing it. Now, other women, some may still have their full-time job and they are working on their business after work or into the early hours, right? But then they still have family. They still have friends. And their family and friends don't get that. They go to work and then they come home and they want to work on their business because maybe their family and friends aren't entrepreneurs, so they don't understand everything that goes into that. And when you don't understand it, you don't know, right? Because what you don't know, you don't know. So you have to set those boundaries with anything in your life. You have to tell people no. And it's not that hard. You don't have to give an explanation. You just say, no, I'm not doing that. I can't show up then. I'm not answering your call right now. I'm not texting you right back, right? You do it when you can. And yes, I understand. Sometimes you have to, stop what you're doing and answer that text. You have to stop and answer the phone. I understand that. But I just want you guys to, if you're not setting those boundaries and you're just exhausted in life, because life is hard right now. I know it. There's so many people that are struggling with mental illnesses right now. Their mental health. And you're only going to help yourself if you fill your own cup up. If you don't know what that means, let's talk about it right now. You have to do more of the things that make you happy. You have to do less of the things that stress you out. And I understand that, a lot of you women are working, and some of you are working 2 and 3 jobs. I understand it, to make ends meet, because let's just face it, rent is not cheap anymore. Groceries is not cheap anymore. It's not cheap to go out to eat. These phone bills, light bills, gas bills, all these bills that you have to pay on top of everything else, right? And then you throw in the car expense, the gas, all that. It's expensive. So I understand that, you have to work, but I also understand that you need a day to rest. You need a day, or you need a couple hours, or even just an hour to check out and just do something for yourself. Okay? So, that looks different for all of us. Some people like to just go take a walk or go run or work out. And some people like to just sit quietly and read a book. Or some just like to sit and scroll on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and all the things for hours at a time. None of them are wrong, okay? So whatever fills your cup up, do it, okay? Now, of course, we want to talk about if you are a woman entrepreneur, please go to all the social medias and go find FoundHER Circle. Get in the group. Like the pages, ladies. Page, Instagram, TikTok, all the stuff, right? Because the more women you get in there, the more women that are going to share, the more that what you don't know you're going to learn, right? And we can all teach somebody something, and we're all here to learn something, right? So I want you guys to know that these guests that are coming up for season 3, it's just going to be a wide variety, right? I can't tell you like exactly, but I know that one episode I want to talk about menopause. Because yes, ladies, I am 41 now. Let's just say that premenopause I know is knocking at the door. It's going to enter here soon probably. But I mean, there's so many ladies that reached out to me at the beginning of the year that was like, Vallerie, like we want you to talk about menopause. Like there's not enough conversations about that, right? So of course I will have a wonderful woman on here to talk about menopause, premenopause. And of course, you know, we're going to talk about women's health. We're going to talk about the relationships and anything else that you want to talk about. Because honestly, this podcast is to help you. Okay, so whatever you are struggling with at any time, or you want a certain topic talked about, reach out to me. Comment. Okay? I'm not here just la 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 la. Like, I want to talk to you guys. So comment, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And, you know, it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. These episodes will be dropping every Wednesday. Yes, I know I'm late this week. And I'm technically 2 weeks late already. But we're not going to talk about that, okay? And of course, you know, invite your friends. Because honestly, when you are a small business owner, it does not take any money to support a business. All it is liking a post, sharing a post, commenting, of course, because that helps our algorithm. So that sends them out to more people that can see their post, see their product, see their service. So, of course, you know, ladies, help a girl out. Help a girl out. Okay? And of course, you know, my new slogan is She's the Storm, rewriting all the rules in red lipstick and heels. So, ladies, get that red lipstick out. Start writing stuff, right? And I've decided that I think I'm going to get like a cheaper tube of red lipstick. Yes, cheaper. Because I want to start writing on the mirror. Because I just want to write, you know, cute little quotes on the mirror. Like once a week, put a new quote on the mirror. And of course, if you ladies see new red high heels anywhere, please tag me in them. If you know of a new red lipstick coming out, please comment where I can get that. Because I'm all about it, right? And I have to share with my ladies. Because it's red. The season is red, honey. Red, red, red. Bold. It's empowering, right? All right, so make sure that you, of course, like this, comment, subscribe, share, and thank you for all your love and support for this season. Make sure that you check out the sponsors after this, because my girl Cam, she has a wonderful ad. She is a web and logo designer. So all of her information will be right after this. And of course, my girl Lincoln, she's a master stylist. She is down in Richmond, Kentucky. So if you are in that Lexington, Richmond, Berea, Winchester area, Somerset, all that, check that out. Go get your hair done. It's twistedly bougie hair because, of course, she is bougie, right? And I love it. I love it because, Val had to go get these roots done today because, it was getting crazy. They were getting out of hand, and you should have seen her. As soon as I walk in, she's like, "You are late. You are late." Of course, I was late, time-wise, but I have been like 2 months late. That's what I was. But it's just life. It's just life, ladies. So, until next time, I will see you then.
It's your time to grow. Get started with Little Pot Design Studio today.